Now we can see how to create MEP layouts. First of all, we can move to another layout. For example, we can use A1. So at the bottom, we can click A1 sheet. Okay. And the third thing we have to do is to set the printer. So we can use plot command of AutoCAD just to choose the printer. We can use again DWG to PDF. And in this case, we use ISO expand A1. You can check also the plot style table, specify color. I remind you to activate plot transparency if it's not activated. And then you can click apply to layout and press cancel, just to adapt the margin of your sheet to the printer. Now we can move to layout section of Specifi, and we can use sheets command. Running sheets command. Here at the top, you have the name of the sheet, the discipline. As you can see, general now is the current. We can uncheck general and we can activate electrical, for example. In this case, we will create into a layout only for electrical. If we leave also general, it will duplicate the layout. So you will find two A1 sheets, one for general and one for electrical. Selecting the discipline electrical, Specifi will configure, will set all the information. It will turn on all the layers based on electrical discipline. In this case, I can also change the name. So once I have selected here electrical, I can go there and say, okay, the name of the sheet must be A1-electrical. Okay. Here we can decide also to insert the frame. And we can select, for example, frame A1. Okay. And we can decide to divide. In this case, instead of inserting a single viewport, we can decide to insert, for example, two vertical plus one on the right. In this way, Specifi will split the entire sheet in three different sections. One in the first viewport for the plan view, second viewport for elevation, and the third one, but it's not a viewport, it's just a section where we can insert the schedule. Selecting the first one, okay, of course, here you can change the point of view for the first one, but we can leave with a scale factor 1.50 and shade plot as displayed. Lock view, we can leave it as unchecked. Okay, we don't want to block the viewport. In this case, the other option, automatic dimension, would be is not visible because we are using multiple viewports in our layout. So that option is available only when you work with a single viewport. So the first one with these settings, the second one, the second viewport, we can set, for example, the scale factor 1.25, okay, and the shade plot legacy hidden, and lock view, we can leave it disabled, and we can select the elevation line B. And instead, for schedule, okay, here we have, as you can see, we have a commercial schedule, the schedule that we added before. But in this case, we can decide to insert electrical from the list. We can select electrical item schedule metric. We have electrical item schedule, so a schedule generated by items or by services. First of all, we want to use electrical item schedule. So I can select this. Okay, edit schedule before creating, just permitted to run schedule command if you want to change something, but we don't need. We can decide to insert the diagram, okay, and we can sort, we insert by column. Well, we did the configuration, okay, and so now we can press OK button. As you can see, the software inserted the first two viewports, the plan view with all the electrical information turned on, with the electrical layers turned on, the elevation view below, and it asked me to insert the schedule in a specific position. So I can put it there. After that, you can change, you can modify. So I can select the insertion point for my schedule. So I can put there. And once inserted, it asks also a point for diagrams. So you can insert diagrams below your schedule. Okay, as you can see, it has inserted also the frame. Okay, and this is the end result. Here we have all the plan view with the wall information about the electrical utilities inserted, and also with electrical dimension inserted. And here we have our schedule with power, voltage, ampere, fuse, frequency, phase, and all the information about the electrical part. And here below we have we can see the diagrams about how they must be installed. And it also shows me this kind of utility, okay, has been used by item 10.01 or 01, 03, 05. So this is the list, the item numbers, which are using this kind of utility. And the same is for the others. Now, we can also adapt to the sheet, okay, as we prefer. For example, we can decide to maybe we can select and move our schedule. Maybe we can move it out and we can select this. Just to put them over there. We can resize our viewports. In order to adapt. And also in this case, we can make it smaller. Like this. And we can take our schedule table and we can move from there to there. And well, now we can also add additional information. For example, here we can also move down this and also resize the dimension, just taking the grip. And here we have also the label that we can put over there inside. And well, now coming back to Specifi, okay, if we expand the layout section, we can also insert annotations. For annotations, Okay, we have different type of annotation. For example, we have electrical legend, EU, or electrical services, scope of work. First of all, I want to insert the electrical legend, for instance. These are some just DWG files containing to a specific folder of Specifi that can be changed, or you can be customized, or you can copy inside that specific folder your own files in order to find your blocks to insert. So I can press OK button. As you can see here, we have the legend with all the symbols and description, but these are specified symbols. If you use your own one, you can have this block can be customized, as I said before. And I can repeat annotation, and I can insert also electrical service scope of work. Okay, and this is another one that I can put it over there. And in this way, I have created the layout, so I can center now also this. So we have created an MEP layout for electrical. We can do the same also for gas, water, or all the plumbing, refrigeration, okay, in the same way. Okay, speaking about the folder that contains the annotations, okay, so this list, okay, you can find it if you open here we have inside here we have you can find inside this path all the annotation that can be customized, of course, and in order to obtain your layout. You can click plot, and for more information, of course, you can contact our support. We can click preview. And here, as you can see, we have the preview of our drawing with all the electrical parts in red. Okay, and here with the legend. Okay, with also the diagrams and the service scope, and here below also with the schedule.